Hello, everyone, and welcome to another ENDietS talk. For this month, we have a new speaker, and I would like to ask her to introduce herself, to tell us a bit more about what she does, where she's from, what her educational background is, and so on.
Hello, my name is Catarina. I am 22 years old. I live in Lisbon, and I graduated in July, August. I took a bachelor's degree in nutrition and studied at Nova Medical School in Lisbon. And I currently work at a food service company.
So what are your responsibilities and how does your work day look like?
I am responsible for the quality of our service. So I am responsible to make sure that our teams follow the rules and follow the AJCCP system, which is the Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Point, so that we can respond to the growing requirements from our customers and our clients. And I actually also give some training to our teams so that we can keep up with the growing knowledge that we have today.
Thank you. Could you tell us how your recruitment process looked like? So how did you apply for the job? How did the interviews look like? How many stages of the application were there, and so on?
Thought about this for about 5 months when I was still studying. And when I graduated, I went on holidays, I thought about it. And then when I came back, I actively started to search for it. And I talked to my professors about this interest that I had. And I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I felt like this was something that I would like to try to explore. And then I talked to my professors, and it took about 2 months before I actually got in contact with the company. And then about a month after, I was working on the team.
So what would you say was the biggest struggle during this period of looking for a job for you?
I was just like looking for it, and I don't know what I want to do, but I will try and let's see where it gets me. And then it was a bit scary because I didn't know if this was for me. It wasn't a lot of new people and not a lot of new responsibilities. And I didn't know if this was for me. And that was a big challenge. And then I met a lot of new people, and it was really scary at the beginning, but then I eventually started to get along with the teams, and it got easier.
What do you think, which skills and experiences helped you get this job?
Another thing that I do at my job is also giving some training to the teams. So I believe that communicating with the teams and being able to talk to them, to get along with a lot of different people, I think it is the most important skill that you have. And also try to work with other people, even if they're not dietitians. Try to look for different jobs, different responsibilities. And I think that skills that helped me was communicating with the teams, and also looking for new things, try to learn, and that way you can work as a team, and that's how it got better. Yes.
How do you think you can further advance your career, and can you maybe share some future career goals with us?
I try not to think too much about it because I like where I am now, but I maybe imagine myself working abroad. I'm not sure what I will be doing in a few years, but I know that for now, what I want is to work on this company on food service. And I do like what I do. I do like where I am now. I feel like I can grow a lot in this company. Um, and that's what I want to do now. In the future, I might imagine myself working abroad in the food service. And this is something that 6 months ago, I would not imagine myself doing this. But now that I'm working on it, I do imagine myself working on the food service, and maybe abroad. I don't know.
Who exactly are you working with? Like, who is on your team? Is it mostly dietitians or some other professions?
I do work with a team of dietitians, but my everyday team are actually the people that work to serve customers every day. And I try to work with them, try to be there with them to help them. They help me. So yes, I do work with dietitians, but I mostly work with people in the kitchen, let's say.
What do you love most about your job?
Actually, this is an interesting question because what I do love most about it now, it's actually what I didn't like that much in the beginning. I do love talking to people, and I do give a lot of training to our teams. So I think that's probably what I love most about my job, and also the fact that every day is different. I never know what I will be doing tomorrow, and that is great for me because I never get bored. I'm always working on something. I'm always working with a lot of people, and I think that's really great. And I do love that our team of dietitians and other coworkers, um, they really helped me a lot, and I faced some challenges, but we always work as a teamwork, and those are the things that I love most about my job.
For the last question, could you give some piece of advice for recent graduates who are going to be start looking for a job soon?
Yes, what I would advise you is to not close doors. I didn't know that I would be working on the food service system, but now that I work on it, I actually love it, and I just found like a new world. And I would advise you to search for it, look for it. If you find a job and you later find out that maybe that's not for you, at least you found something. You now know something that you didn't know before. So when you see things from the outside, it is very, very different from when you are actually working on it. So just try to look for it, try to experiment, and then you find out if that's actually for you or not. And you're just always learning, and just do not close any doors until you actually live it. That's what I say to you.
Thank you so much for being our guest.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm really, really happy to be here and talking about a little bit about my experience.